Hi everyone and welcome inside Desert Financial Arena for the Devil Source Postgame Show. I'm Gabby Chernoff, he's Chris Cartman. We're here following Arizona State's 95-89 loss to the University of Central Florida Knights. 10-6 overall now, 1-4 in Big 12 play. Chris, their leading scorer, Keyshawn Hall, had a monster first half. ASU did what they could to stop him, but it just didn't prove to be enough. What did you see just from him and the overall defensive performance in this one?
Yeah, Hall first half performance was one of the best I've ever seen in any half against ASU. Nobody has scored more than 43 points in this building since 1975, and he had 29 in the first half. He made a really dumb mistake by getting his hand in the face of an ASU player. That led to a technical foul, put him on the bench with 4 fouls for most of the second half. And that's when ASU made a run to kind of come back into the game. But then he and others were able to finish late. ASU had a good offensive performance overall in a lot of respects, especially playing with seven guys in the rotation. No Josan Sandin with an ankle injury. But defensively, that was rough for much of the night. Not nearly good enough, especially in transition, getting back, finding Hall, and then in the final minute, ASU just executed poorly.
And then one of the standouts in that offensive performance, BJ Freeman, like you said, Josan Sandin still out with that ankle injury. But talking to Bobby Hurley, said he just does a really nice job drawing attention to himself, and that's maybe kind of one of his hidden traits that differentiates him from a lot of other players. So what did you see from BJ Freeman overall tonight?
Yeah, especially with Sandin out, I just feel like he has a 3-level scoring ability. He can make threes, which he did tonight. He's somebody that you can post up. You can use him on the mid block, at the elbow, short drives, finishes with both hands around the basket in a crafty manner. You can tell why he was leading scorer in the Horizon League before he came to ASU, and I think he settled in a little bit in playing high major opponents. That was a little bit different for him. They wouldn't have even been in this game if not for him.
And then another standout on offense, Jaden Quaintance, maybe one of his best game, if not the best game he's played all season. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 blocks. What'd you see from the freshman?
So defensively, he's been really great throughout the year. But for being a 17-year-old, the amount of polish that we're starting to see with his offensive game and how much that's improved in the last 2 months has been pretty impressive. And not just the kind of dunks that are set up very easily off the bounce or rotation, but he made some moves going both ways, spin, layup, against a very good opponent. UCF didn't have its 7'2" starting center, freshman, 5-star, borderline 5-star prospect. He was sick. He played 30 minutes against Arizona just on Saturday. So Quaintance, I think, took advantage of his absence, but that was something that ASU needed to capitalize on and try to get a win, and didn't happen.
And then ASU leading in the second half of this one. Hall actually with 4 fouls, but his offense was really there to support him even in his absence. And then that final minute of the game was kind of just twisting the knife for ASU. The Knights were to ASU. So what did you see, just how that last half was kind of, or the last few minutes were kind of mishandled by the Sun Devils?
They got back into it with their press. That's been their thing consistently under Bobby Hurley. They generated some turnovers. Quaintance and Freeman had, big plays. Earlier even they had other guys make shots, Adam Miller. But then when they get down to crunch time, they had a timeout. Out of the timeout, ended up with a what I thought was a below average caliber shot from Adam Miller. Foot might have even been on the line, I'm not sure, from 3. And then after that they had a jihad 3-pointer that was like a double clutch, bad shot off the backboard, not really a chance. Then they had an opportunity off a miss by UCF that they then fouled, I guess, or they didn't foul, but ball went off of one of their players that they should have got the ball, and that was kind of the end of the game. Fans were streaming out of this place with about 30 seconds left after seeing that poor execution from ASU. I think, Gabby, this was a game ASU kind of needed to win. You're trying to find your footing in this conference. It's very difficult. They had been undefeated at home until the last 2 games, lost to Baylor, lost this one, and now they're going to go on a difficult road trip, and they got to find a way.
Yeah, like you said, first 2 losses at home, and they come back-to-back on the schedule ahead. Cincinnati on the road, West Virginia on the road, and then a top 5 Iowa State Cyclones team right back here at Desert Financial Arena in a couple of weeks. We'll have you covered through all of it, of course, here on Sun Devil Source. Until next time, Gabby Chernoff and Chris Cartman, thank you for watching.